Hi, Taehyung lovers all around the world. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers Worldwide channel. 3 seconds. Don't skip, because what happened in February 2026 was not just ordinary news. This was a moment that made the world fall silent and then explode. Not a concert, not an award speech, just a single magazine page. And from there, everything changed. When the latest cover of GQ was officially released with Kim Taehyung at its center, the digital world instantly trembled. Search graphs on Google shot up sharply. The name Kim Taehyung became the #1 keyword globally, within hours, as if millions of people across continents pressed the search button at the exact same second. That wasn't a coincidence. That wasn't just curiosity. That was a collective explosion, an unstoppable wave of global emotion. And the question now is, what really happened behind that single photo? Why did the world pause? Why did the algorithm bow? Why did the numbers speak louder than opinions? In this video, we're not just discussing data. We're discussing a phenomenon. We're discussing how on Spotify he surpassed 100 million streams at the very start of the year. How on Starpoll his name dominated. How the loyalty of millions of letters during his military service proved that love is real. And how, as BTS approaches their comeback, the world once again revolves around one name. This isn't just about popularity. This is about impact. This is about pride. This is about the reason why the world is finally seeing what we've long known. That Kim Taehyung is not just an idol. He is a cultural force. So watch until the end, because by the finale you'll realize this might not be the peak. This might only be the beginning of an even greater era. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And help this video go viral so the world always sees Kim Taehyung's goodness. Because goodness that isn't shared can be drowned out by noise. Because in February 2026, something extraordinary happened. Not on a concert stage, not in a massive stadium, but from a quiet magazine page that shook the world. When the newest GQ cover was officially released with Kim Taehyung at its center, the digital sphere exploded within hours. Google's search graph spiked dramatically. The name Kim Taehyung became the #1 keyword worldwide. Not slowly, not gradually. It surged drastically, as if millions across continents pressed search in the same second. That wasn't mere curiosity. It was a collective explosion, a global emotional wave that could not be contained. What made the world react so intensely to a single photograph? The answer wasn't just visual. The deep gaze, sharp yet gentle. The calm posture radiating confidence without arrogance. The elegant aura that felt effortless. In visual psychology, the combination of mystery and serenity creates a magnetic pull that makes people stop and feel. And when millions stop at the same time, that is what we call phenomenon. That cover wasn't just an editorial portrait. It was a statement. It was a symbol that Kim Taehyung doesn't merely exist in the entertainment industry. He leads the narrative. February 2026 isn't even over, yet the numbers speak louder than opinions. On Spotify, V surpassed 100 million streams at the very start of the year. In the highly competitive global music industry, that figure isn't just a statistic. It's proof of cross-generational and cross-cultural appeal. His songs aren't just played, they're felt. Every note carries a distinct emotional color, warm, deep, and full of character. There's a reason listeners from Asia to Europe keep returning to his voice. He doesn't just sing, he delivers emotion. Amid that digital wave, V's victory on the global voting platform Starpoll further solidified his position as the most dominant figure among BTS members at the beginning of 2026. This isn't about internal competition. It's about public popularity dynamics, moving in alignment with data. V's name appeared most frequently in international searches, especially from the United Kingdom, Spain, to Austria. The Western European market, known for being selective toward Asian pop culture, showed a significant surge of interest. This wasn't temporary euphoria. This was cultural penetration. Behind those numbers, there's a more touching story. During his mandatory military service, V received 4.67 million letters of support, 1.87 million more than the next ranking. Imagine that number. Over 4 million messages written by hand, with heart, with hope, in the silence of military barracks. Those millions of words became a bridge between an artist and the world waiting for his return. In an era where public attention shifts within a week's trend, loyalty on that scale feels almost impossible. Yet it was real, and that's where emotion works, an unmeasurable bond beyond graphs. As the full group comeback approaches, the atmosphere grows hotter. After the official comeback announcement on January 15th, 2026, BTS-related keyword searches surged nearly 20 times. Merchandise registrations rose 35%. Platform users increased by 61.5%, and annual transactions grew by 22.3%. Platforms like Beyonji and Jangyo were flooded with searches for V-related items. Photo cards, slogans, and concert attributes became the most sought-after items. This isn't just about collecting. It's a symbol of pride, a symbol of being part history, in the making. Now, the world awaits the next moment. BTS is scheduled to release ARIRANG on March 20th at 1300 hours, followed by the event BTS Comeback Live. ARIRANG at Gwanghwamun Square, broadcast globally through Netflix, a historic location in the heart of Seoul, and global distribution through the largest streaming platform symbolize that this isn't just a comeback, it's a celebration of a long journey, of loyalty, of triumph over time and distance. In international markets like eBay, some of these photo cards even recorded the highest prices for certain categories, including records in Japan. To outsiders, it might just be a printed card, but to the fandom, it's a piece of history, a trace of an artist's journey that keeps breaking boundaries. And this is where the emotional drama feels strongest. In a rapidly changing world where popularity is often seen as temporary, Kim Taehyung proves that true charisma knows no pause. He doesn't shout to be heard. He doesn't force himself to be seen. Yet the world still comes, searching, waiting, celebrating. February 2026 stands as witness that one name can shake global algorithms. One gaze can stop millions. One voice can unite different languages in the same emotion. There is sincere happiness in this achievement. The joy of seeing years of hard work finally paid off. There is deep emotion in the unwavering loyalty of fans. And there is collective pride because the world finally acknowledges what ARMY has long known, that Kim Taehyung is a cultural force. Kim Taehyung, #1, not because of empty claims, but because of data, dedication, and real impact. The world sees him. The world searches for him. The world celebrates him. And perhaps this is only the beginning of an even bigger chapter. And now, before we truly close this video, take a deep breath, because on February 22nd, 2026, one live broadcast on Weverse didn't just air. It changed the emotional temperature of millions around the world. Not a grand concert, not a dramatic press conference, not a controversy, just one screen, one dimly lit room, and one figure who has never truly lost the public's attention. Kim Taehyung. From that simple live to the global explosion when the GQ cover was released, from soaring search graphs on Google to 100 million streams on Spotify, from dominance on Starpoll to millions of letters flooding his military days, from the photo card market to the massive BTS comeback ahead. None of that was coincidence. It was a trail. It was proof. It was history being written before our eyes. And if today you feel a mix of emotion, pride, and happiness, that's natural. Because we are not just watching an artist's journey. We are witnessing an era. Thank you for watching until the very end. Those of you who stayed until the last second are part of that energy itself. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next big moment. But if you don't like it, that's okay. Feel free to skip. Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone, because love and support must come sincerely, not through pressure. And one last thing, make it viral, not for sensation, not for fan wars, but so the world always sees Kim Taehyung's goodness. Because in a noisy world, goodness that isn't shared can sink. This is not the end of the story. If February 2026 is already like this, imagine what happens next. See you in the next video. Taehyung lovers all around the world,